All right. So while we're waiting for Honorable Nelson Daframokpo to join, I have with me my regular panelist, Paul Disosu. And Paul, I would like for us to start the conversation about some of the very issues the president touched on when he gave the interview that just to Kwame Sefa Kayi on Peace FM. So I guess the very first question I really have about it is, why do you think the president went for this interview?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Alfred Amuzo. I'm grateful and I'm happy to.
And as you answer that, sorry I interrupted there. Why he gave that interview and what he was trying to achieve? Because he mentioned that he's actually on a thank you tour of his own. So, what is happening? Do you think he's reacting to President Mahama's messages on the road, and he's therefore stepping out and giving these interviews, and then we'll go into the details of the interview? What do you think?
For me, the simple thing is that this man is insecure, even though he claims to be a legitimate president, which the Supreme Court has called upon him to be the legitimate president. He still feel and believe that he knows deep within his heart that he never won the 2020 election and that it was given to him on a silver platter. That is why he's worried, and then decided to also go around and be granted interview just to, catch or have the voters at his side. For me, I believe, this interview that he had with Kwame Sefa Kayi was just a platform to, just distort the good work and the thank you to that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is undertaking. He just went there to divert attention, and that's what he's tried to do. But unfortunately, it went wrong. An interview went wrong. He rather went there to, I don't want to use harsh words. He's our president. He went there to, to disgrace himself, and then, you could see that he was not on top of issues. He didn't know what he was talking about. Most of the question that was put to him,
right.
The answers he provided, you could see that he's not a man on the job.
He's not on top of the issue. He's going around looking at projects just to see the things that are going. I'm like, at your age, you're actually going around. Come on, don't you have anything?
Yeah. So the issue over here is that, it's just fear of, that Mahama is still the people's person. The way Mahama is getting a lot of, support on the grounds with his thank you tour. He's just trying to, divert attention. But unfortunately, that attention that he was trying to divert, is an unfortunate one. And I just hope, and my brother Ifa will not, try to, distort the fact. Let's speak truth today, and I'm waiting to hear from my brother Ifa.
All right. So on that note, Ifa, welcome to the show. If you can hear me, I know I can see your video, but I know you can definitely hear me. So if what I was asking Paul was that the president went to speak to Kwame Sefa, and Paul is saying, it doesn't appear that he's on top of issues. And he's there talking about a tour that he's embarking on. And that's the first time I'm actually hearing that he's on a tour. Maybe it's me who's not paying attention. So what is the reasoning behind this? Why is the president, what did he intend to communicate with this interview?
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So I want to, I was thinking that Roxanne and a couple of other personalities were going to show up. So we're giving them the, what happened. They didn't come. I didn't listen to the, they didn't show up.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on Roxanne. Once he joins, what we will do is, we'll give him space to do his thing, and then we'll come back.
So, okay, thank you very much. Yeah, greetings to my good friend. In fact, he's one of my friends in NDC, and I like him so much. But don't give me the opportunity to punch you sometimes, okay? Because you know I do it. There are some. Truth be told, there are some people within the NDC that I respect, and Paul is one of them. We talk behind the scene and we discuss some other stuff. But when we come here, we're going to talk about what we need to talk about. In the first place, I'm a little disappointed, a little bit, Alfred. If you say that the president is going around touring at his age, don't he have anything to do? I mean, that's really a disappointment to hear that. Anyway, but you are entitled to your opinion. In the first place, when you put yourself up as a president, all right, you have a lot of people that you entrust things. People are doing things in your state. And let me give you a typical example. There was a case in during Mahama's time that one of his ministers, deceived him that a particular project was completed that was not completed, that was not done. These are facts. So sometimes
the president has to visit. And so you are saying that this is the system that you are approving of, that we have a system where if the president doesn't show up to actually see a project, that it's not done. That is what I mean by, come on, shouldn't he be thinking about building such a system?
You are here, right? Okay, you can choose to go on that route. I don't have a problem. But we are here where we have a green book with completed projects in there that are not done on the field. How about that one?
We need to have a system.
Mr. Abuzu,
we have an auditor. We have people. Those things are captured in the audit report. Do I need a president to actually go and see them? He should read the audit report, or somebody should interpret them to him.
Okay, so the audit report is giving you people's actions, what that's done as far as budget is concerned, right? And you see when you see the things that you are saying, they are all contradictory. I don't know what you think. Now if you take the audit report year on year from Rollins up to this time, show me one that doesn't have a problem. Projects that are not completed, inefficiencies and stuff like that, right? So going to see it is one of them. It is different from the system. We also making sure that we work out. Tell me who will not act, who will not show up to make sure things are done if the president showed up. People are going to be up and doing. So for instance, if we have a place where the system is working such that the president doesn't need to go and check, we don't have what you're talking about in Ghana. And systematically, from let's not even go beyond this distant. Let's not even go beyond this Fourth Republic. NDC people will come on platforms, right, and say Mahama built 200 schools because that's what they've been told. That's not true. Perhaps if Mahama will go around and say, "Oh, I built schools," that's a general statement.
But Mahama didn't say he built. I mean, people who speak, I'm sure there are MPP people there making all kinds of outrageous comments too. It's not what the people who are then making the comments say. It's what the leader is saying. Did Mahama say he built 200 schools? Don't box to. I'm trying to pinpoint.
Okay, I'll let you. I'm trying to build my point on president visiting, and then we come to what they say, which is what he presents. So don't box all of them. Sometimes when we do these things, we are not able to really deal with the issues. We throw ourselves out there, right? So what I'm saying is that me sitting here and looking at the political and developmental history of Ghana, if you are telling me, if you give work to, then you don't even know Ghanaians. If you are in business and you tell people you have professionals, right? We have professionals. You've given them work. Hey, this is what we are doing. We are doing this farming and blah blah blah. And you trust that they're doing the work. I'm telling every listener, every businessman, including you and Paul, that if you do that in Ghana, you will go one day and you're gonna cry. I'm telling you. That you put people in charge, that you trust them so much so that you are going to have your harvest, so you don't check them. If you are in the hotel industry, if you are in the retail industry, if you are on something that is daily something, you sit down 1 year and don't go there. I am telling you, about 70 to 80% of the time, you will be fucked up. Excuse my language. You will be finished. You will be finished in Ghana. So you have to get the time to monitor. You have to get the time to go and see things yourself. Ask a lot of these diasporans who have been duped back home when they go and see what their family members, what their friends, what the professional that they hired, the work that they've done. You will cry. But that is up to you. Me, I support what the president is doing. Mr. President, go and check what is on the ground. Go and check the projects and make sure they are being done. If we put in there a system where we're going to get a report and everybody's going to testify, say, oh yeah, we're doing a great job, then fine. But we are not there yet. We are not there yet. So that is that.
So now, Mr. Abuzu,
yeah, I think I disagree though. I think we are dead. All those things are in the audit report. You should just read them.
What is in the audit report? What is in the audit report?
On projects that are late, that are there are cost overruns on all that information is captured on the audit report. So if
give me one. Okay, give me one.
People pay
Tell me. Let's take one project, right? Tell me a president visiting the Pokwasi interchange several times to see progress of work. What does that impugn on his presidency or bring inefficiency or whatever? How does it affect anything? In any case, I see it is bringing in efficiency.
I think it's misguided because the president should be building the systems. The president should be building the system that put the check and balances in place so that.
But you see,
imagine the United States president.
But Amuzu, don't compare these things to them. Don't compare this. United States is a federal place. Don't compare that. Okay,
but I'm saying, let's
go back.
International deals.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's make this. Okay, why do
we have a minister for monitoring and evaluation, right? Isn't that a thing?
So why do we still have that inefficiency in 2017? Why do we start doing efficiency in 2016?
Why started the Ministry of Evaluation? So they started in 2017. It's 5 years in. He's still going to check projects. What is his Ministry of Evaluation and Monitoring doing?
Or they are supposed to go check, or they are supposed to bring him evaluation. So when they bring him, so what you are saying is that
are valid.
What you are saying is that you set up a business, or you are in charge of something, or you own it, right? They give you the report. You don't go and check and see if what they're telling you is true, and that you should trust your people, and that there shouldn't be no checking to see. Is that what you're telling me right now?
I'm just saying that we have so much at stake. There's so much priorities that, I'm also concerned about his health as a man at his age. You could see him. Has he told you that he cannot go? Have you received any medical report, or are you a medical officer? Are you a medical officer to pass judgment? We know they love. Are you a medical officer? Okay, so you are his medical team. You are part of his medical. You pass a judgment that the president is not fit enough to go round. I think we are discussing something that is not an issue. I don't even understand why we have a problem that it is not part of the president's duty to go around and check projects. No.
To go and visit.
You are mixing and dicing. What I'm saying is that yes, the president can go out and look at projects, but not because the president has to check whether the projects are there. He should be more worried about building a system that provides a data that is reliable for him to actually make those decisions. Him going to check is inefficient. He's not going to be able to check all the projects. How about the project that he didn't check?
You are contradicting yourself now.
I'm not contradicting myself.
He can go and check, but there has to be. I'm not saying the president didn't go and check. That's a contradiction right there.
And let me land. And I'm also saying that. The president is an old man. You know him. You see him on TV.
Has he complained about his health to you?
Hold on. I know he loves the country. We saw this in Atamis. All our presidents actually love Ghana. They want to do all these things. But we are worried about their health too. So if we are seeing this thing, it's my duty to be concerned for his health. I want him to be strong and run the country. So
on what basis?
So I'm saying that, Mr. President.
Are you privy to any medical report?
Okay, I think as my president, who I love, as my country's president, I don't have to actually look at American reports to be concerned about his health.
What you're saying is a non-starter. I totally disagree with that. He should not even be attending first. He should just be sleeping in the White House and taking reports. And even Atamis was going around doing all this kind of stuff. How much more? Come on. I totally disagree.
That unfortunately has impacted Atamis' health, so we just hope that our president will take care of himself more.
Can I come in?
I don't even know what you're talking about. If you are privy to any health issues, let me know. So that is one aspect. He should go around as often as he can. He has regional talks, and I encourage him to do that and go and make sure that everything is going on right. Any businessman, if you don't go to the site and you only listen to your professionals, anywhere, even here. Once in a while, corporate will come and check on what is going on, and they do all these kind of stuff. Man, I mean, I don't even see why that is an issue. It can be an issue for you. I don't have a problem, and you can practice that. But I will never, as a businessman, I will never ever, from where we come from, advise that the president, minister, or whoever it is, should just sit in the Jubilee House and don't go out there. And whether it is to check, to visit, to whatever it is, just go and do it. We have, you see, anyway, so that is me.
Okay,
you see, about, I haven't finished with what the president said.
Okay, so no, we've not gone into that
yet. We haven't gone into what the president said yet. We are just doing a preliminary overview of why he went there. I mean, and what was he trying to achieve with this interview? So
I haven't talked about that. I just made a comment on you, and you're taking me on, and I haven't even talked about that one yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so you cannot say you cannot say that the president shouldn't grant interviews. It's like that is what you guys are saying. You may disagree with what he said, but once in a while we need updates, we need talks, we need him to talk about some stuff. What do you think about this? And other than that, it's just going to be people talking and blah 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 and stuff like that. So if you say that what he is doing is to cover something. I mean, that is your opinion, but I don't think that is so. You cannot say that Mahama is going around, so Mr. President shouldn't work. In any case, Mr. President has a schedule, so Mahama should check with the presidency and wait. So when the president is on holiday, then he can go on his, because the president is now in charge of every aspect of the country. He is running the taxes and the money and all that is coming in, the projects and all this kind of stuff. The abandoned projects that all of you abandoned and we are now taking care of. It is important and we need updates on that.
It's interesting you mentioned taxes because we are coming there as well.
We are coming there very good.
And if you see, it is better to talk in specifics other than boxing it all that he didn't do well. I mean, this and that, then we can deal with it. But he didn't do well, and he did it. It is Muhammad that is making a mess of himself. And you guys just want to pinpoint something out of here to just brush it off. Building a factory before thinking of raw materials. That is the things you're trying to brush it away. But you can't brush it away.
Well, Mr. Amusu, I think my brother Ifa has been ranting and then moving left, back, forward, center, and still standing at the same place where he was standing. Look, let's set the record straight. A simple question is being asked. Doesn't the president have people to ensure that the project that they claim, the 131 project they said they've completed, which after we did a scrutinization of it and noticed that it's only 42 that has been completed, he is now going to ensure that those projects are completed. That is the question. Look, let's set the record straight. The president stated on that interview that he wants to be sure he is going there to see with his own eye that those projects are really there. And the president said that because people keep on deceiving him. Just like the way his vice president and people in government, including Ifa, told him that they've achieved or they've been able to implement 142, is it 40 now, 42 projects, which the NDC came out and did a scrutinizing of it, and we noticed that it's less than, 10% of what they said they've done. So if the president is taking those talks, that is up to him. But let's set the record straight over here. My brother was telling us that there is an impression in the Green Book that we stated that we've done a lot of projects in the Green Book and most of the projects were not done. I want to challenge my brother this afternoon. He should point to which page in the Green Book, which project that has been stated in the Green Book that he said is not on the ground. I just want him to point that to us. If he cannot point that to us, then I think as a friend and brother, he should retry that statement, because every project that we had in the Green Book was on the ground. And it has been attested to by their news house channel. Example, Peace FM has gone around to look at most of the projects that were in the Green Book. And they came back and confirmed that indeed the projects are on the ground. Now, my brother If also spoke about the free SHS, that we said we built 200 free SHS. Nobody in the NDC has stated anywhere. This is the first time I am hearing my brother Ifa telling us that we said we built 200 free SHS. It is not true. What is on record and we've said is that out of the 200 free SHS we promised, we completed 42 of them before we handed over to this super incompetent government. At the time we're handing over this super incompetent government, we had 123 of them on various stages of completion and 34 yet to start. This is the report we gave to them when we handed over 2017 to them. So nobody has stated anywhere that we said we've completed 200 e-blocks. It is not anywhere. So my brother Ifa should not throw dust into our eyes this afternoon. Now, he was talking about Ghanaians are people that you should not trust and not. Look, today I'm disappointed in my brother Ifa saying that we should not trust Ghanaians. He and his president don't trust Ghanaians, but they trusted Ghanaians for their vote, and Ghanaians voted for them. 2024, this statement will use it to, let Ghanaians know that my brother Ifa and his president, super incompetent president, do not trust Ghanaians. That if a Ghanaian tells you he's doing something for you, you have to go and see it with your own eye. Well, if you have a system in place and you have the appropriate people in charge, there's no need for you to be going around and inspecting projects. If you forget, or if we can all remember, this is the government that brought a monitoring and evaluation minister in their last government. What was the work of that man? Why did they bring in monitoring and evaluation minister? This monitoring evaluation ministry that was created to be able to do this thing, to make sure that they assess projects that are ongoing and give an account of it. Even though with this monitoring and evaluation ministry that was created, at the end of it, we got to know that most of the things that they wrote in their book that they've achieved were lies. So I am saying this afternoon that the president is doing this thing just because of fear. He's doing this thing because he's seen the rising welcome that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is receiving when he goes to the field to talk to the people. That is why this super incompetent president has decided also to go for a thank you tour and to thank the people. And of course, when this interview was granted, what did we see? He went there arrogantly insulting us because we are asking him of a status of a project that has been incompleted. And I am happy that my brother Ifa stated on this very show that the taxpayers' money is given to him. And me, Ifa, you, all of us, our taxpayers' money goes to him. He is in charge of the monies that come to him. So every Ghanaian, irrespective of the person's political, color, irrespective of the person's, religious background, irrespective of the person's character, whether rich, poor, fat, slim, whether handsome, ugly, has every right to question our president about projects that are incompleted. Thank you, Mr. Amuzo.
All right. Thank you so much for that. So